My man finally got his merch.
Yeah, bro, boy, you see me over here, man. You see me over here, man.
Finally got that merch.
It's gonna be good. I just shotgun this it's good old Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
How was your weekend, man?
I was on the couch this weekend chilling, you know what I'm saying? Some good fights. We had a fight on Saturday, had a fight on Sunday. We had some good college ball this weekend. Had some good games yesterday. It was a good time to be on the couch, baby.
Great time. It's the time of the year, really the only time of the year for me where I can really get into college football like that, man. Because, usually week in and week out, it's 28 and 35 point spreads and shit, and cats getting blown out. So championship weekend never disappoints, and it didn't again, man. It was a dope time. Obviously a great week in the NFL as well, as always. Basketball's going on. Steph got his revenge.
Yeah.
Dame Lillard saying he want to play with Ben Simmons. That report came out today. I don't know if you heard that yet.
Nah, I ain't hear that yet.
Yeah, just heard it, man. But how was the fight last night? I didn't even get to check that one out, man.
It was a good fight, man. It was
it went 12.
It went 12. Tank hurt his hand. He said that his camp said he hurt it during training camp, and so he said he hurt it again in the 6th round. The last 3 rounds, he didn't even use his left hand like that.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was a good fight, man. I had tweeted last night, not the fight before theirs, but it was like the third before the co-main event.
Mm-hmm.
It was a guy fight, man. He had 34 siblings. His dad had 35.
God.
His dad had 35 kids.
Where was he from?
I forgot where he said he was from. He wasn't from the States, but
yeah, I had to be from a different country. That
Pops won't playing around.
Pops Rolling Stone, man.
Pops won't playing around.
Pops is out here.
But now,
did he win?
Yeah. Young boy look good. I'm like, shit, you gotta think about it. 34 siblings, shit. My man, he been fighting all his life.
Bruh, I know he got a couple L's in his work. He can't afford to take no more.
Man.
I tell you, where did he fall in that? Was he in the top? Was he?
Nah, he's a young up and comer. This was my first time ever seeing him.
Nah, damn. Now I'm talking about within his siblings.
Oh, within his. I don't know. So I know they said with his so his mom and his dad, they had 11. His dad had 11 with his mom. So 24. I don't know how many wives. So I don't know how where he fit.
Okay.
But
that's what's up, man. We got another fight. Shit. Frank fight next Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Out in Tampa.
Yeah.
I still like him. I still like Frank G and 3. I see him posting more pictures.
Yeah, it's looking crazy. I haven't seen D Will, so I ain't gonna. I don't want to sleep on D Will, but I'm gonna rock with Frank the Tank for sure. I'm just excited to see it, man. I like when people step out their comfort zone, man, and try new things. So
yeah, and that ain't nothing to play with. That one place you won't see me outside of some a training session. It's only right we start off for our good friend Tone.
Hey.
We both said, you know what? We are gonna, whenever the Lions do win one, we are gonna be wrong.
We're gonna be wrong.
Because you said you weren't picking them again. What was your thoughts this game? I know you saw some of it at least.
Hey, it was crazy because it was at the beginning of the game and Detroit was up. They was balling, and I wasn't really looking at the game. I was just, keeping track of the score.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, it's real early. They're going to Detroit. And lo and behold, Minnesota came back, and you're looking at it, and they go for it on Detroit. They go for it on 4th down. it's just about to turn out bad for Detroit, you know. And but at the end of the game, man, they was able to find a way.
And they tried to trigger it off too.
They did.
They tried that fourth and they went forward, 4th and 1 on like their minus 32 or something like that. Ran a play action to the flat. Jared Goff gets strip sacked. Minnesota scored too. Minnesota went out and scored.
Yeah.
Then Goff came down, drove it back. I mean, and I saw you tweet about it. I put up a tweet about it in the video, and you saw a bunch of DBs just under, a bunch of former pro college DBs. Like, what are they doing? Why are they not guarding the end zone? Like, it's 4th and 2. Well, 4th and goal, right?
First of all, I don't know if it was 4th down, but I know it was the last play.
Yeah, I think it was like
4th and 2.
Right 2 seconds left on the clock or something like that.
Yeah, 2 seconds, 4th and 2, 2 seconds on the clock. First of all, I understand dropping 8, but you know, at this point in time, like you only rushing 3. You're giving the quarterback a bunch of time back there, so the receivers can run around in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
And just like on this picture, first off, like you gotta right here, the picture is good.
The picture's fine, right? Only person I got a problem with is probably the safety still.
I'm still fine with that, just because you're dropping 8, so you have somebody. I wish I had a pointer. So you have somebody that should be in that window in between the corner, this bottom corner, and the hash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of cool with that.
Especially this corner down here, man. You got the rule down here is, man, you gotta allow, like, your receiver has to take you into the end zone. So like even this body position right here by 2-7, like,
yeah,
you got to take me in the end zone at this point. It's 4th and goal, because the touchdown is a touchdown. Whether you catch it on the 1 inch inside the end zone or in the back of the end zone, it's all a touchdown. So you got to make a run through you at that point and make them throw over you. Yeah. Same thing with the safety. The safety waited to break. I couldn't believe this. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, so even with the 2-7, I could see, you know, you just stand at the goal line and don't move instead of, you know, just stand at the goal line, don't move. And again, like I said, with you dropping that extra D lineman, you know, you got
you see up top. You see the corner and safety up top.
I know
perfect. I know we got a 3-man side down here, so it makes it a little different for the safety. But
that's perfect though.
That's like that's the type of body posture you should be in. Like Danzer is damn near. He look like in the bell. That was like in the middle of the field. Like to me, that's obviously on the player and being a pro, but also that's on the coaches. Like you gotta like drive that home. You know, last play again. This is something you rep. This is something you go over and practice. This is something that happens. Yeah. So. You win and lose games like this. And the Vikings lost. My hot Vikings, they are finally no longer the hot Vikings. They dropped 2 bad ones in a row.
Hey, Detroit might get on the run right now.
Stop it.
Get on a heater.
Cut it out, man. They wore this shit by accident, Jackson right here.
They might get on a heater.
But shout out to the Lions though, man. You said they would get one.
Yeah.
You did say they would get one, and then you also said you were going to be wrong when they got it. So
yeah, I was.
Man
of my word.
Wow. What else we got? Y'all drop some of your overreactions too, because now it's really time to overreact. And this is something that we talked about. The Eagles went into the Jets, won that game. I think you picked to the Jets last minute, huh?
I did. I should have rocked with my man.
What was your thought behind that, man? Because you were higher on Gardner Minshew going to Philly than I was.
Yeah, I was.
Hey, it might be a quarterback controversy there, and now he done went out and.
Hey Tone, we got to find that clip, Tone. But nah, man, it was just one of them things where I was wrong.
But what made you switch it to the Jets though?
You know, Jets coming off a win. You know, and, you know, just thinking that they could have that momentum playing at home. And then, you know, with the quarterback switch over at Philly, not saying that Gardner couldn't do it, but, you know, just the quarterback switch, and maybe the timing and things might have been off, and just put too many chips with the Jets. I was wrong.
I feel you. I honestly felt, you always tell me bet on the teams. And you look at these teams, this Philly team is a better team than the Jets. And I can understand, though, this being Gardner's first start because Jalen Hurts has been a big part of that Philly offense. But I had confidence in Gardner. I didn't see him play well. I know he lost a lot of games in Jacksonville, but I've seen him play well. Feel like they had a good backup quarterback situation. He'll probably be the best quarterback for the Jets right now, honestly. That's kind of how I looked at it. And then the spread went down to 5 once he got the starting out, once Hurts was ruled out. But felt good about this when they went there and handled business, man.
No, they did.
What is this? What did Tone throw in here?
Tone put up there, man, like Gardner's 27 games versus Dak 32 games, man. He right there. That boy, y'all got Gardner messed up.
So, hey, now I know Philly fans, y'all don't have time, the energy for another QB controversy. I think Gardner came in and he did what he was supposed to do. Jalen Hurts has earned the right, and the coach has already came out and said, hey, Jalen Hurts still going to be the starter. Now.
Why he come out and say that so quick?
He had to get out and get in front of it because, everything you dealt with Carson and Hurts and then even before the season started, he ain't really want to tap Hurts as a starter. So he had to do that. But Minshew come out and ball like that again, we already know how that go. It may start.
Hey.
Yeah, he may start getting a little different. Did you see the moment with him with his pops after?
I loved it.
Loved it, man.
I loved it. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how high you get, how old you get, your parents are always going to be your number one fans.
Facts.
So just to be able to see that interaction with them two, man, I loved it, man. And like you said, Gardner, man, he balled. He probably made himself some money. If he doesn't play another snap this year, we're gonna see what happened with Hurts. He might have made himself some money in this offseason.
For sure, definitely. He'll be around. Just watching him play, and like I said, you saw that in Jacksonville that he could play. It was just a horrible team.
Yeah.
But you saw that he could play, and he looked damn good. Definitely made himself some money. If not anything, he'll be a backup in the league, I think, for a long time. But he's good enough to get in there and start 2-3 games for you, kind of what Colt McCoy had to do for the Cardinals.
Start that, man.
Get it done, man. Hey, he can get stop. Cut it out. Don't start that. Don't start that. Not here. Don't start that. Jalen Hurts, baby. I'm still
overreaction Monday. Oh, I ain't say start him over with Jalen Hurts, but I'm just saying
okay.
He can start on somebody's team.
Yeah. But that moment after the game, man, that's what it's all about. Just like you said, because your parents, your close ones, your loved ones, they see you at your lowest, they see you at your highs, they see you hurt, you know what I mean? Everything, college, the whole grind. So for you to get your opportunity and go out and do what he did, like, man, that had to be a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
No feeling like it. Ain't right here. Be able to come in, hey, this is gonna be a 5-star game.
Yeah.
5-star players.
Gotta play better than 5 stars.
Huh?
What you said, our 5 stars got to play better than they 5 stars.
Simple as that. And then everybody else just got to do their job. But this is gonna be a matchup. I'm excited about this matchup tonight. Obviously, a lot.
You switching your pick?
A lot on the line. Now, I already switched it once. I started off with Buffalo. Why did I pick Buffalo? I picked Buffalo because they're a home one. I still do think I would give Josh Allen the edge at quarterback, even though Mac Jones is playing more consistent right now as a rookie. Josh Allen, he got ups and he got peaks and valleys in this game, and this is a tough defense. So that's why I switched back to the Patriots. Defense playing too good, and that smash mouth, 2-back, first, second down, old school, run the ball down your throat. The last time I saw a team do that, the Buffalo was the Colts. They went to Buffalo and ran it down their throat. So I got Patriots on the road plus 2.5, man. But I do expect a good game. I'm excited to watch that Stephon Diggs, J.C. Jackson matchup too. Hope we get that a lot.
Yeah.
Which way you? I hate that Trey White's out, man. Tre'Davious White. That's a big blow.
Shout out to Bills Mafia, man. They be doing some amazing things.
Incredible.
Man. And, I love to see it. Trey White, towards ACL. And the Mafia, man, it was $100,000 that they raised, I think, for his foundation, man. So y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I love to see it.
Yeah,
I love to see it.
They done some amazing things over the year, and that fan base overall, even when that team was shitty, that fan base, man, they always come out and show up.
And let's go back to a question. We talking about Lamar Van. He just asked the question: do you pay Lamar Jackson Mahomes type money? Why don't you?
Absolutely. Mahomes. Mahomes got a half a billy.
You pay him top dollar. You pay him top dollar.
Josh Allen money. You pay him a little more than Josh Allen.
What Josh Allen get?
I'm stupid. I think 248 or 258 maybe. I'm not sure, but he got, and then Baker's gonna obviously.
Yeah, he's probably not a half.
I can't give him a half a billy.
Not a half a billy, but hey, pay that man top money, man.
Top dollar. So Josh Allen signed a 6-year, $258 million extension. I think Dak really got one of the best deals right now. So, but you pay him top dollar. That's the overall point. He's earned that.
Yeah.
You stack his resume up against any of his other quarterbacks. Yes, that's not even a question.
Yeah, no question. I'm not even thinking. Where do I sign? What's your account number?
Let me send the wire in. And he don't have those agent fees either. Ooh,
man, what?
Extra dough. Ooh, and the keeper don't take that extra dough off the top. Which way you going in this one though? I forgot. I missed your pick.
Buffalo.
You got Buffalo?
I got Buffalo.
Why you going with Buffalo?
Man,
So you think Belichick, one day into having the 1 seed, on December 6th, he got the 1 seed December 5th. On December 6th, you think he going to go to Buffalo and let Josh Allen and Sean McDermott knock him out the 1 seed?
Well, shit, Bill ain't shooting up. he ain't kick sliding. He ain't backpedaling. He ain't breaking. He ain't throwing no damn ball. So again, I could be wrong, and at this point, in my life, I'm okay with being wrong. I just think Buffalo will go. Them being at home, I'm hoping that Josh Allen has a good game tonight. I know the Pats defense, they've been playing well. I'm expecting. You said Trey White out.
Yeah, Trey White out. I mean, he still got two. I mean, they got a good defense. T. Johnson in the slot. Well, it's one of the best safety tandems in the league.
Yeah, definitely.
Dogs up front. But and it's not like the Patriots had like that one go-to guy who, Trey got to take out. But Patriots plus 2.5. We got same week, well, within the last probably 10 days, we had A-Rod getting points at Lambeau. We had Nick Saban getting points in the SEC championship. We got Bill Belichick getting 2.5 points when he got the 1 seed. Vegas is nuts. They sweet right now.
I'm sticking with mine. Hey,
yeah, that's what I want to hear, baby. That's what I want to hear. Let's look at these standings real quick.
Bills.
I take my little quick break. Up at the top, AFC, 8-4 across the board.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Hey, I like them Colts though. Them Colts, man. Y'all keep stacking them wins, baby.
Colts are in the hunt. So you got 8-4 across the board. AFC East, West, North, South. Patriots, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans. They're all in the lead. And then in the second place in all those divisions, you got the Bills, Chargers, Bengals, and the Colts. The records are 7-4, 7-5, 7-5. and 7-6 for the Colts. On the NFC side, you got the 8-4 Cowboys, the 10-2 Cardinals. We're gonna talk about them in a little bit. The 9-3 Packers on the bye week right now. A-Rod resting that pinky toe, and then the 9-3 defending champs, Tampa Bay Bucks. So yeah, a lot going on, man.
A lot going on.
Before I take my break real quick, this is a conversation that we had, and we put the poll out. Man. I didn't think it would be this big of a discrepancy, honestly.
People watch the game totally different, D-Buck.
I didn't think it would be. I did say if this draft was done over again, Jay Herbo would be the consensus #1 pick. So, maybe more people feel like that than I thought. Huh?
Man, it was all you did that Chargers pod, and it was all the ones that that answered the poll.
Shout out to the Chargers click, man.
Yeah,
Chargers got a lot of good young players, man. Good young coach. They're gonna be good for a long time.
Yeah.
I like LA. I got it.
But then, they probably at the end of the game, they seen that, Herbert won. They just hit, you know how people go. You know how people be.
Facts.
So they don't really watch that. They don't really watch the game.
Let you tell it. But did you watch that college football?
I did.
SEC championship, Bama.
I did.
Georgia.
Bama and them was playing possum on us. Went out there and whooped up on Georgia.
Went out there and whooped up. UGA, they still the little homies right now. Kirby Smart.
little fellas.
Still the little homies right now. They have been ranked #1.
Your lunch money, pump.
Yeah.
Your lunch money, pump. Little fella.
They've been won pretty much all season. Defense have been giving up like 7 points a game.
Like what was it? Like what do you think it was just that? I'm not gonna say the stage because they've been playing. Well, that stage is a little different. That is a little different.
Yeah, I mean, it was damn near home game too because that's in Atlanta.
Yeah, so like what?
Bama, man. Woo. Bama. Saban, like Bryce, you got a Heisman at quarterback too. When you looked at this team.
That boy, I see why they say he had almost a meal before.
Yeah, I mean he's good, man. He got a great feel for it. He don't have the strongest arm in the world, but he's a precision passer. He's got receivers that create 2 first-round receivers again at Bama. What's new? But it's just how it is, man. Just when you're a program that's expected to be there, you're expected like going in every season. Bama expects to be in the SEC championship. They expect to have us there. They expect to win the national championship and be in the playoffs. So being on that level, UGA, I feel like, and I'm sure they came in there with, hey, this is our time. I know they ain't done it in however long, but we about to do this. But it's just different. You run into that.
Georgia, they still got a chance?
Definitely. They still got a chance. Bama did lose Michi, 8, one of their best receivers. But they already saw him. They felt them pause. They went up against him, got whooped up on, and I think they match up with who? Michigan in the first round. So it's Georgia, Michigan. They play each other, and then Bama, Cincinnati. They play each other.
Had a chance. Damn.
Boy,
damn.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Bama don't stand. They got a snowball's chance in hell.
Yeah. But man, look, I'm looking forward to it. Man. It was definitely some good games, some great games this past weekend.
Yeah, they ain't got a chance. You think they got a chance, Cincy? I know you like to root for the underdog.
I definitely do, man. I think Bama gonna get that one.
I guess we'll jump into it talking about Steph. We know how I feel about Steph. I caught some grief from somebody I know, a good friend of mine, when I put him on my top 5 ever list, basically, but ever that I saw play. So this is no Wilt, no Kareem, Isaiah's Magic. I didn't really see them guys like that. Jordan on down, Steph up there. But anyway, 10 threes now, 10 3-pointers away from the all-time record set by another GOAT, Ray Allen, UConn legend, Miami Heat legend, hit one of the biggest shots in finals history from that right corner. But I'm excited about Steph breaking this record, man. Do you think What's your thoughts on this, man? You think he breaking his next game? Just hit 6 last game.
I give him 2 games. You know, obviously,
Two?
I give him 2, but obviously with Steph, you never know. Sure, he can get hot and run off 10 in the game. You know, so I'll just say 2, just to to be sure. But definitely, when you see a record like this being broken, how he's doing it, obviously changed the game and how young players are playing and how they're approaching it now, man. So it's definitely good to see, from one legend to another.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that whole team, I don't even know who they play, but somebody let me know who the Warriors play next. But I feel like they're gonna go out their way to try to get him to break that record in dramatic fashion. Because I think if he hits 6, 7, and then he go into another game and hit it, it's still gonna be great, obviously. But I want him to hit one of them 11. I think he's hit 10 threes like 22 times already before in his career, which is absolutely nuts, man. But it's crazy what he's been doing. What'd you say?
But that's what he was saying last night. I think they had an interview with him, and he was like, "Yo, you gonna go in this game, try to break it?" He was like, "Yeah." And I'm watching the start of it, and I don't know if it kind of like played in with him like mentally. Just seemed like he was off a little bit, and I don't know if he was forcing it or whatever the case may be. That's why I think coming back, he was like, "Look, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen within the next couple of games." But I don't want to see them force it. And
I do. I want them to take 40 shots when they play the Sixers, according to Zach. Somebody says it's gonna be tough to get against Philly. Give them 2 games.
Yeah, I say 2 games.
Be tough to get against anybody. But have you ever been on the field and somebody was coming into the game trying to break a record, or once the game started, you was like, oh shit, like I know they on the way to some big story. You ever been on the other side of that?
Yeah. When we went up to Denver, when I was in San Fran, Payton, I think there was a Payton when he was, I forgot what record it was. I think it might have been an all-time touchdown record.
Okay. Was that year where I think he won an MVP that year?
Yeah, and he got it on us. Shout out to my guy. I ain't gonna call your name, but shout out to my guy, man. I hate it had to be you, bro, but it was
Tone go find the clip.
but I was on that end. B Marshall had when we was in Indy, he had like a 20. How many catches? I think he had like 200 some yards.
22.
Like
that was against y'all?
Yeah, it was like he had 200 some yards, like 22 catches for like 200 some yards. Yeah, that was against us. They called the L, but
yeah.
So yeah,
Payton got close to breaking the all-time passing yardage record against us. That's when I got that pick on his ass. But Big Ben, I think you were when we were in Pittsburgh, you were still there.
What happened? What Big Ben do?
Man, he threw. I don't know if it was a record, but it felt like, I know I've been on the field. I ain't never felt no shit like that before, Paul. But he had to throw like 6 touchdowns, 500 some yards, or maybe 5 touchdowns. Then the next week he went and played Baltimore and did damn near the same thing. I was like, yes,
man. I done been on field for some stuff, man. I know
that's a bad feeling.
Hey, I mean, it's a horrible feeling. I think the worst feeling I ever had, though, I think I talked about it on here one time before. We went up to New Orleans, bro. I think it might have been our 2-14 year.
That Drew Brees blender is something else, boy.
Oh, my gosh. And I looked up, and it was still like 6 minutes left in the second quarter. I said, "Oh my God, it's about to be a long game, long game." So the 62-7, that was it. It was ugly.
62?
Yeah. It was.
No, I never knew somebody scored 60 points in an NFL game. I got to look that up. 62-7.
Bro, I looked up. It won't halftime yet, and we were still in the second quarter.
Yeah, you got to try to get kicked out or something. You 62. Yeah, I got to look that up. God, but I don't. Like I said, I done been on the other side of a Drew Brees heater when they had like Henderson. They had Colston, obviously, and they had another fast 7. Meacham,
yeah.
Bro, I'm talking about it was just. I felt like it was just all seams every time, and maybe a dig right here and there. He was just back, shoot. And I'll never forget Sean Springs. It was one of the games. He was like a healthy scratch. And before the game, they like put, I like when you're not playing, they put your locker in some, man. So he's like a 13, 14-year vet. We in the Patriots. And Belichick like put his locker, like he was like sharing a locker with like one of the doctors, like one of the like part-time doctors. He was hot. So he like, fuck, I ain't changing it. He came in the middle of our locker room. He changed in the middle of the locker. He like, all right, y'all go see. Y'all put who was playing for him. I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all put his ass out there if y'all want to. All right, Drew Brees gonna be bombs over Baghdad, man. Shoot, man. He's just on the sideline talking, man. That was ugly. And then one time, West Virginia, Pat White, Steve Slayton. That was the one time in football ever in my athletic career where I wanted to quit, walk off the field, like, because they would just run. It's one thing getting the ball passed over your head all day, but they just handed it off.
Yeah,
running for 500, that's a whole different type of demoralizing. Whew.
And I'm glad it's a good segue, great segue, D. But I don't know if you meant it, but
of course I did. I don't know you're going
the pass. So New England and the Buffalo Bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, playing in Buffalo, the weather was crazy. The wind was crazy. Matt Jones went 2 for 3, right? So New England just running the rock. We kind of talked about it before, just how, their mentality now is like 2 backs. We're going to run the ball down your throat, see if you can stop us.
Yep.
You said you've been in a game in college like that where they were just running the ball. I've been in a NFL game where we was down in Miami with Ronnie Brown, Osafa Polite, and Ricky Williams, and it was kind of
Wildcat.
Wildcat, yes. Gratefully though, we came out on the winning end, but this past game, the reporters asked, they would think it was Hyde and Poyer, like, are you guys embarrassed being able, not being able to stop the run? Like, what did you think? I don't know if you've seen a reaction or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that?
Also, I ain't like how the question was framed, and you got, years and years and years of experience with reporters, and the ones that try to say things a certain way or get under your skin. They know you as well. They know AB. They know how you're gonna answer certain questions. They know how they've seen you after losses. They've seen you after wins, so they know. You know what I mean? And Hyde and Poyer are both, pros, consummate pros. So, you always get kind of those bad apples that try to get that type of reaction, because I don't think it was like a genuine question like that. Like, of course you're embarrassed losing. And, I didn't mind the response. I felt like they were still very respectful how they handled it. Yeah. But I didn't like how the question was posed. You got to be a professional as a media person as well, just like the players. And you saw a lot of people who are media credential individuals spoke out against it, saying like that wasn't cool, wasn't right. But it's part of it. It's part of it. When you take that L, when you go on national TV and a team lines, because that's something that I've never seen before on the pro level. A team literally throwing the ball 3 times. Like, I done played in and seen some terrible weather games. I've never seen that. So I kind of understand where he was coming from, the question. And then they were like, hey, we gave up 14 points. They had the one big run, but outside of that, it was, 45 rushes for, whatever. But, I understand it from both sides, but that I felt like I ain't like the questioning how he I felt like he got the reaction that he wanted to get. And some of them people be so I ain't like that part of it. But, I put that loss way more on the offense. When I was watching the game as a defender, it was like, damn, the defense, like you just getting, they just running the ball down your throat. You got 10 in the box, 9 in the box. Like you got to get stopped. But then, after looking back at it, I'm like, damn, Bills, they should have ran the ball more with Josh Allen. You're not a two-back team, but if you run with your quarterback who's 6'5", 240, you pick up that extra blocker, you know what I mean? So they should have had a Taysom Hill type game plan. They threw the ball 30 times, wasn't efficient in the red zone. So I put it more on the offense at the end of the day, looking back. But as a defender, somebody hand the ball over 40-something times, just run it down your throat. That's not a good spot to be in, man. What you thought about it?
Nah, I mean the same, man. The same. I was thinking the same when I heard the question and I seen their reaction. I'm like, shit, I probably would have reacted the same way, or probably a little worse.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I think I was thinking when I'm watching the game, I'm like, bro, come on, defense. Like we got to find some. Like we got to dial up some different type of run blitzes or
they was trying.
Or some. But again. It was a tough one. It was a tough game, especially playing in those elements, man. At some point within the next 5 years, every team needs to have a dome. Every team.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
as a player, I hate playing in it. It ain't it ain't football weather and all that, but. I don't know. That's a little too soft for me. That's a little too soft.
The game is what's soft about it? You still got to put the pads on and play the game.
Yeah, but I mean it's football.
Ain't nothing soft about running and hitting into and running full speed into a man. Ain't nothing soft about that.
I think if the league came out and was like, all right, every team got X amount of years to get an indoor facility or retractable roof or something, I just feel like it'll take away some. I don't like it.
Everything's being taken away from the game right now.
Now I don't. So like in Miami, Miami late in the season, one of their advantages is shit. You coming from Buffalo. And now you got to come play in 90 degrees. It's 85 degrees down here. It's humid. That's an advantage for a team. So we got to get a dome down here too.
Yeah, you got a retractable roof, retractable window. I know that don't look nice. Still got the sun beaming in there. It's still gonna be hot.
That's weak. That's very weak to me. I'm surprised I'm hearing that from you as an old school tough note. But you were a dome guy though.
But it's not that no more. Like, so I can't be that old school old head. I can't play into that. Like it's a different game. That's what it was
on Monday night.
It's a different game now. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
I don't know about that.
Man,
we'll take a poll. But I always see people talk, especially I
don't care about a poll, D-Buck. I don't care about polls. Like I'm just saying, it's like, hey man, ain't nobody. That element shit's for the media people and for X, Y, and Z. Like, man.
I like it, man. It's part of the uncertainty of the sport. It's part of it's how do you adjust? Do you go out there and still throw the ball 30 times like Brian Daboll and the Bills? Or do you say, hey, this is the type of game we got to play today?
Hey, look ahead. Hey, this is the good thing about
part of the game.
Darius Butler and Antoine Bethea. We can agree to disagree.
There we go. Agree to disagree. But football isn't a winter sport. Man, let me see what our people. We don't care about the poll. We gonna see what our people say.
G.I. Joe, you ain't gotta preach to me, buddy. Strategy changes with the elements. Hey, you ain't gotta preach to me.
Hey, appreciate you, G.I. Joe. Put this on.
Dome it up. Paul, dome it up. Nice.
Old school smash mouth football. If you can't stop it, they can't throw a trust your defense. Nah, AB, that's soft. Gunnar Mooney look like a Chicago Bears. Woo, I played in the Chicago game.
Me too. But again, ain't nothing soft.
If I'd have took my vote that day.
Ain't nothing soft about playing football, baby.
Well, I
think what was the coldest game you played in?
It was that one. Because it felt like with the wind and shit, it felt like 4 below. So it was like windy. It was kind of like sleet, so it wasn't necessarily snow. Like I would always choose snow over any other type of precipitation that's coming from the sky. Like when it's cold, because everything else that should just stick on you. So it was the Bears. The first or second year was at the Patriots. And I remember I came out there, no sleeves, no nothing. Randy Moss came in he was like, man, you better put some sleeves on me. He ain't intimidating nobody.
Man,
nobody don't care about none of that. It's cold as hell out here, boy.
I know we played. I think it was 2000, our second Super Bowl run. We went 14-0 that year. Our last game was in Buffalo. Man, we pulled up to the hotel. Snow mountains was at the roof of the hotel. That game was crazy. We played in Kansas City at the end of the year too, in Arrowhead. I'm talking about it was one end of the end zone where it wasn't getting any sun, frozen. Man,
that's how it was above. I played in Buffalo one year, day after Christmas, and like the sidelines, like probably 4 yards out from the side. Like that shit was like rock hard. We had pair of Cadillacs. We couldn't even play in cleats.
Yeah, like
Cadillac. So yeah. I'm talking. We out there.
You out there. You can't even. No grip. You can't stop. Like,
yo, did that snowball we played in Buffalo? Everybody was moving in slow motion except Shady. We played against Shady.
Shady,
he was out there moving.
Hey.
Like you would have thought we was in it. You would have thought we was in Lucas Oil. How he was moving.
Man,
thanks, man. We had all of the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees announced. Obviously, our guy Kenny Moore was on there from the Colts, man-to-man alum. We had him on the show. That was one of the challenges we had for him to get one of them things. Since we both had, you had two, I got one. But all these guys up here, man, shout out to the guys doing great things in their communities.
No doubt, man. I think these are one of the most prestigious, if not the most prestigious awards given to an NFL player, man. Obviously, we're all great players on the field. If not, you wouldn't be in the league. But I think I've always said it: the impact that you can have on the community around you, the community that you're playing in, the people that support you week in and week out. That impact is the biggest thing that you can have, man. So, like D-Bud said, salute to these guys, man. What you guys are doing, the foundations, whatever your purpose is of giving back, doesn't go unnoticed. I love it.
Love it, man. Love it. Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award. They came out with their nominees as well. Got another man-to-man alum, Buda Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Okay, Surtain the second as a rookie. We got Jason McCourty, J-Mac on here, Derwin, D. Slay. We got to get Darius Slay on the show for sure.
Yeah.
Big Ben, Derrick Henry. All right, some good names again, man. Shout out to these guys. Shaquille Griffin. Got to get Griffin on here as well. So that's what's up, man. All
right. What would it be? Are you talking about the literally the playing field? Tone? I can't even hear you, D-Buck.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I said, damn the dome shit. We need to make sure everybody grass and turf on point.
Nah, and that's what I was gonna say is make sure that the grass and the turf, because I've been in stadiums where like the turf is horrible, but then I've also been in stadiums where the grass is horrible. You know what I mean? Well, I know majority of the guys in the league would love to play on natural grass.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously that grass it gives, that turf doesn't. But then you go to some stadiums and the grass is just horrible, too soft. So I think that would be the next thing for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. All right, man.
What's your college bowl game predictions, D-Buck?
We talking about the playoffs?
Nah, let's talk about the playoffs. That's what matters.
That's what matters right now. So I'm at Bama. I see Bama. You know what? That Michigan Georgia game, I don't know. I got Bama obviously in the Natty, but I don't know about that Michigan Georgia game. I'm gonna go with Georgia. I think we see a Bama Georgia rematch in the
You
SEC.
see a Bama Georgia rematch. Who wins that rematch?
Bama. I mean, even though they're gonna be down a big time receiver with Michi. So it'll definitely be a different dynamic. But I think if it was closer in that game, I'd be like, I don't know, Georgia, you done kind of been up against them there, you done felt them, but nah, that Bama shit, I don't see them lose. They came this far.
Yeah.
Winning that SEC championship, I think that was kind of like y'all beating the Patriots in the AFC, but they got to play the same. Yeah, Bama. I mean, the quarterback too good, man. Quarterback is head and shoulders better than Georgia's quarterback. So I'm going with Bama. Georgia rematch. Bama wins again by 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. 2 tutties.
2 tutties.
2 tutties.
What about you?
Man, definitely I got Bama.
We ain't giving Cincinnati a chance.
I mean, nah. I mean, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm not.
They came this far, man. Before they got into the playoffs, great season.
But you never know. You gotta play the game.
You never know. Boise State, they did it against Oklahoma.
You gotta play the game.
What other upsets do we have? But then that's the biggest one I remember, that Boise versus Oklahoma, that Statue of Liberty play, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see.
I don't see it happening, man. Let's get to some of these games this weekend. Let me see if I got it. I ain't looked in the comment section. Let me peek the comment section real quick. Da.
Yeah, that Michigan and Georgia game though. Michigan, they've been balling this year.
Michigan has the ball, and they got some pass rushers, boy.
Yeah, they've been balling.
No joke. I gotta start watching Jeopardy. How you think you're doing Jeopardy?
I ain't gonna front. I probably ain't gonna do too good, brother.
Man, I feel like if they gave
now they give me some time to study. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some time to study the type of categories. For sure, I'll be able to hold my own. But sometimes I'll be watching them Jones be like, shit.
Yeah, somebody be way left, but
buzzer go out on me, man.
I get more answers than anybody I'm watching with. I'll tell you that much. But
who you watching with? Who you in the crib watching with?
My kids. My kids and shit. Be whooping their ass.
Now,
you know what? I need to bring back Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That show.
It's a humbling show.
That show.
Very humbling.
And these kids,
my daughter be coming in here with some 3rd grade homework. Like, you won't listen in class? Why you won't listen in class?
What did the teacher say? Did they?
Right.
Yeah, because they got some new math now. They be making that shit too complicated now. Hey, baby, look, this is how I used to do it, okay?
This don't make no sense why they send the homework home like this.
I don't know why they doing it, but this is how I used to do it. Just do that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy, man.
I mean, what y'all know about that mumbo sauce, man? That mumbo sauce be hitting.
What's that?
Good sauce you get at the carry out up in DC. Good mumbo sauce.
Football. All right. Did we miss anything, man? Be back on Saturday. Let's make our pick. We didn't talk about our top dogs in the conferences. Who is this? Our top 3 in the AFC right now. We got the same 3 teams I see, but just in different orders. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I got the Kansas City Chiefs, Patriots, then the Buffalo Bills.
I got the Patriots, Kansas City, then the Buffalo Bills, man. This last game did it for me, man. The way they ran the ball, they played some defense. That's how you win.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you win late in the season.
And then on the NFC side, we both agreed, I believe, on the top 3 teams: Packers, Cardinals, Buccaneers. And then in order, I got it: Packers, Buccaneers, Cardinals right now?
I got it. The Cardinals, the Bucks, and the Packers.
You got it flipped. So, all right, we'll see, man. And then outside looking in. Let's see, we got the outside looking in. These are the 5 teams that could potentially get back in the mix. But right now, outside looking in, Baltimore still dealing with those injuries, and Lamar is not playing great right now. Cowboys have been shaky. They didn't just get a win, but they've been shaky. We want to talk about our Colts.
Yeah, man, the Colts, they
get back in.
They get back in. I think so. I think I said a couple weeks ago they found their formula. Run the rock with JG, man. Defense keep playing well, turning the ball over. Carson Wentz playing well. So, coach, keep doing what you're doing. I think they'll get in. You got LA Rams. I think they're the 7th seed right now. So see how they end up, and then the Chargers. The Chargers coming off a huge win last week with the Bengals, man. So last couple weeks, man, it's gonna be very interesting for these teams.
Come on, coach. My bars all fucked up.
Man.
That
thing look sweet though, deep back.
Woo! That thing make me want to stand it up real quick. One step.
That thing look sweet.
Hey, look. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight.
I like it.
Hey. All right, man. We up out of here, man. Y'all know what to do.
Out. Peace.
Saturday, we got y'all picks of shit. You know what I mean? Be out. Y'all go holler at Pat. Huge announcement. He's up to something.
Hey, can't wait to hear it.
Yes, sir. Out of here.